and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation, a Changemaker, Edupreneur, multi-awardee, Eduleader, and a very beautiful soul. We talk here about Dr. Rabiaah Bhatia. She's a thought leader, mompreneur, author, and the founder of WebStudio channel. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. Okay, to start with, Dr. Bhatia, please tell us more about brand Rabiaah Bhatia and your brand WebStudio channel. Over to you.
Sure, Ms. Rashi. Thank you so much for inviting me once again and letting me introduce about me, my brand, my work. So as Dr. Rabiaah Bhatia, I'm a working professional for last 25 years. I started my journey with the BPO sector call center actually. At that point of time, the BPO sector was booming industry, and we all wanted to get into the BPO industry because of the great life and the shifts that we wanted to do with respect to the India, the culture of India. As in the India, it's only the day shift that we would always have worked with. But because of the call center, because of the BPO industry, we got a chance to work in our own way, in our own shifts, basically, whether day shifts, evening shifts, morning shifts, or the night shifts even. So I started my journey with the BPO sector, then opted for the banking sector. It was a great journey with the BPO sector for good 3 years actually. Then I went to banking sector, then worked with the banking sector, that is American Express Bank. It's a renowned bank basically. Worked there for 2 years. Learned a lot from both the organizations, how to handle the customer service, how to treat the irate customers, and how to, the best part what I learned was how to under promise and over deliver, which I am understanding right now as an entrepreneur, that it is so important as an entrepreneur to under promise, do not promise anything, but over deliver. You know how it works, because the customer gets more satisfied, the customer gets more happy, and they stay on board for a longer duration basically. So it is very, very important for all of us not to go ahead with over promise and under deliver, but under promise and over deliver. So these things I learned from those two organizations. Then I moved to the hospitality sector, where I spent 5 years of my life, and I learned a lot actually. I won't say that my team learned a lot from me. I was able to, share my knowledge and skills. But on the other hand, I learned a lot from those organizations, from my team actually. First, the most important part was to how to make our customer happy, how to retain the customer, how to retain the team, and what is the importance of your team basically. What is the importance of team management? What is the importance? What actually we understand? What is the leadership? What are the leadership skills basically? So those things I understood from the hospitality sector actually, and yes, how to go ahead and showcase yourself in front of the stakeholders basically, because I was working with them as a HR head, a PR head actually. And it is very important as a head of the any department, or leading any department, basically leading any team, to be the role example, to be the role model. And till the time we do not work as a team member, we will not be able to show the team that yes, this is how we need to work, this is how we need to get the customer on board basically. So it is very, very important for you to get down to that level where our team is working, where our the rest of the team, our juniors are working, and then work from the scratch. And you build a strong team, you build a strong, powerful team. At the same point of time, you understand the leadership skills very well. So team building skills we learn when we actually work like a team and not like a leader exactly. Yes, as a leader, I had to be firm. As a leader, I had to be little strict as well, but I was always courteous to the team. I was always respectful to my team. And yes, I was working with my team as one of the team member, and not like just giving the instructions and telling them to work like laborers. This is not the right kind of leadership skill. The right kind of leadership skill to work within the team and to manage the team so that we have a strong team bonding inside. And yes, when we have a strong team, automatically the customers will stay on board for a longer duration. The team will be retained, and yes, there would not be any fires, exits from the team actually from the organization. So the retention rate of the organization goes high when we have a strong and powerful team and we have a team bonding basically. So the leadership skills and team bonding skills, the most basic requirement if you want to be a strong leader, powerful leader, be it an entrepreneur or a leader in any of the organization as a HOD of the any department basically. So then, you know, I moved to IT sector, worked with the IT sector for good 1.5 years. Again, learned so many things because IT was not ever my cup of tea and IT was not my path, my way actually. But yes, I learned a lot how to, the organization I joined in the IT sector was actually working for the agriculture side basically. So a lot of things I learned, surveillance, and how to this the whole how to we have the CCTV cameras, we have the so this thing I learned from in the IT sector basically. Earlier I was not aware how they use actually how they work and what is the exact use of this actually. Then after working with the IT sector, I was still not happy. That mental peace was missing, the inner satisfaction was missing. So I thought, no, 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 I'm not born for this. I need to do something different. I don't have a purpose. I don't know where I'm going actually. It's just that I'm earning good money. I have a luxurious life. That is all about it. But where is that, absolute happiness? When there is no absolute happiness, I don't think so that we are working in the right mood basically. This is what I have learned from my own life. This is what I have experienced from my own life. So then I took a break of entire 1 year. I was relaxing at home, not exactly relaxing at home, but I was handling the short-term projects, the remote projects, virtual projects, and which helped me to learn lot many things. I became a content writer also. I became a good recruiter as well. So many things came into picture. And then I said that let me have a purposeful life where actually I can help myself and at the same point of time help the other person also to grow. So then after doing a lot of research and a lot of doing R&R, I actually moved to education sector. So there it was a 360-degree change in my life, because we all know that the education sector doesn't pay you the way the corporate sector pays you. So the whole thing of my life, the entire the luxurious life was not there at all. And yes, but the most important part, yes, that happiness and peace of my mind was there, because I was helping the youth somewhere to understand what is life basically, to help them to grow more, to help them to learn life skills as well. So there I joined the education sector. I started my journey with the government school as well as the private school as well. At the same point, parallelly, I was teaching and parallelly I was handling the PR side of the private school. It was a renowned school where I started my journey with, and it was a great experience. Immediately, I got an opportunity to work with another renowned educational group as a HR and PR head. And then I worked with them for 1 year. Then again, something happened, and I said, no, I need to start something of my own. So I forgot about working as an employee. I quit my full time job and started my own venture. So it's been a great 8 years of my journey where I'm working by myself for my own organization. It's a small organization, MSME venture, where I'm helping with the professionals.
Tell us more about your company and the services your company is offering.
Thank you, Ms. Rashi, for putting up this question. Yes, I would love to talk about my own organization and the services which I'm offering. It's an online venture, it's a virtual venture basically, because I started 7 years ago and thinking that yes, off late I'll have an office and I'll start in a physical mode as well. Though we had a gap of 2.5 years of a lockdown period, pandemic period, but thankfully with the blessings of the divine power, My work did not get much affected basically because it was all virtual, and I think there was some blessing already that I did not make in my office, but I was working virtually, so it helped me actually. Yeah, now I have 50 people enrolled with my organization, be it students, be it professionals, be it educators, be it principals, and I'm helping the schools also as for the branding and PR. I'm into recruitment for the schools. I'm into skills training for the school students as well as the university students. And I'm into profile building, which is something called profile building where the professionals and the educators and the principals, they can showcase their talents and skills on various platforms. They get highlighted because of their own life experience, because of their own rich experience they carry in their life journey. And that is how they are able to become their own brand. We always understand that, PR or marketing is not the right way to approach to the market or to the customer, to your stakeholders. But when you showcase your talent, it is not not marketing yourself, you're not selling yourself. It is just that you are showing what you are good at, basically.
That's some great work. Okay, Dr. Bhatia, tell us something about the USPs of your company. How does it stand out from the rest of such companies?
Thank you so much, Ms. Rashi, for putting up this wonderful question. Many people ask me, what is the USP of your organization? Because, I have heard, I mean, recently I'm hearing that there are not many consultancies who are helping the individuals for their awards, for their recognitions. But at the same point of time, they forget that only awards will not help the individuals to become their own identity, to reveal their own identity. So the USP of my organization is not only that I'm helping the people with the awards, with the recognitions, but they are unpaid awards. Yes, I have a program which is the paid program, but the organizations who are actually recognized, giving, or who are actually awarding my people, they are not charging it. They are actually giving them the honor, they are actually bestowing them with those recognitions and awards only basis for their own work, what they have done till now, and what they have planned to do in the future. So this is the most important USP of my venture. Plus the skill building. We talk about life coaches, we talk about personal interviews, we talk about the personal development. But that personal touch is missing. So I am helping the students as a mentor. And to be honest, the students for what I work with them, they are the university students, they are the school students, and I am helping them with all the required skill set they need to go ahead and join the jobs, join the market basically, once they are graduate or postgraduate. And that too, I'm approachable at any given point of time, as well as I understand the psychology. I give them the personal touch, how I share my own life journey with them. Not everybody can talk about their own life journey on the platform, online, in front of thousands of viewers. But yes, me as an individual, I'm doing that because I think nothing can inspire the other person apart from your own life journey. How you have changed your life, how you have overcome strong challenges, how you have overcome every struggle, small struggle in your life. This is what inspire the other person, and this is how they learn that yes, this is the reality of life. Yes, marks do help you, degrees do help you, but the understanding the reality of life will only help you to make your own story, to write your own inspirational story.
Thank you, Dr. Rabiaah Bhatia. Okay, so let us talk about some of your social initiatives.
First of all, I'm a SDG ambassador, Sustainable Development Goal ambassador, and it's not I'm a global SDG ambassador basically. And yes, it why I'm been honored and recognized as Global SDG Ambassador, because I'm working towards the women empowerment. I give free mentoring sessions to the women. I give free sessions, mentoring sessions to few students who are underprivileged students. Basically, I am associated with few NGOs as well, where I am helping NGOs in their branding also. That is a social initiative, purely social, that is not a part of my business, and helping them to connect with the schools, so that the school students can also take advantage from those NGOs, because the NGOs which I'm involved with, they are doing some great work. They are involved in space and satellite workshops. Basically, they train students to become a scientist actually. So this is the first initiative. Second, women empowerment. Third, I am involved into something called Mompreneur, as you have already introduced me as a Mompreneur. Mompreneur is a beautiful community, and it is a social initiative which we have started during the pandemic only, and it started two years ago, where we are helping mothers, moms, and the housewives to share their hearts with, to share their own knowledge on our platform, and to connect with other professionals, and they can come back to the job after long sabbaticals. So this is the second and the most important social initiative which we are doing. Thirdly, I am in a board of directors where with various seed foundations, basically, where we help them to grow and connect with the schools to provide teachers training workshops, basically. So these are the three basic social initiatives I am involved with. And yes, fourth, global SDG ambassador, because of the fact that through my own venture I have been helping people to do all the activities online without moving physically, because of the fact the less use of conveyance, the less use of vehicles is helping us to control air pollution, is helping us to maintain social distancing, as well as is helping us to build strong profiles and make them as change makers. So that is the reason I have been recognized as a change maker as well as a global SDG ambassador.
Absolutely wonderful. Dr. Rabia, why don't you tell us about your achievements and awards? I guess you have too many of them. So let's hear
Thank you,
them.
Miss Rashi. I know, this is a very difficult question to answer, tough question to answer, because I even don't remember how many times I have rewarded. It's like, I think I have been awarded more than 100 times. Yes, the few, awards I will talk about. I have been awarded by the HR, one of the HR organization as a women technology entrepreneur of the year, and then I've been awarded as a change maker by three times by three organizations. I have been awarded by our cabinet minister also, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, for as a SDG to promote SDG goal 16 and 10 and SDG 4 basically. Plus, recently I've been awarded as a change maker by CED Foundation. And the most important part I would like to share here, that recently I was invited as a guest of honor by none other than our Dr. Sandeep Marwa. He is the chairman and vice chancellor of AFT. AFT is like, we all know about AFT basically. And so he invited me for as a guest of honor, where I saw my so many youngsters, so many youths working towards the fashion. Basically, fashion we talk about, there's a lot of fashion change in fashion. Basically, earlier we used to understand that fashion industry, we used to take in a very negative sense that yes, youth joining the fashion industry is not a good thing basically, because in our culture fashion is something, yes, not considered a great thing. But yes, looking the kind of scenario we are in, this, I would like to say here, as a in terms of the after the pandemic especially, the youth has actually changed the meaning of fashion, completely changed the meaning of fashion. So I was a part of that fashion show, where I learned that how the youth has amalgamated the so many cultures of the world, where we can actually collaborate beautifully. The real meaning of collaboration I could see in that fashion show. The real meaning of accepting each other culture, accepting each other religion, I could see in that fashion show. And yes, yesterday only I got awarded as a great Eduleader by Maharishi University of Technology, that by in Noida campus. Also, I would like to say here that we get so many achievements, we get so many titles, but the most important part that how you bring out the change.
Absolutely correct, and a big congratulations to her for all her achievements and awards, straight from her heart. In case you're looking for upskilling your niche through training and through awards, please get in touch with her. Her details are available on the feed and on the video. आपका बहुत बहुत thanks Athiya.